Welcome to My AI and I, the podcast where humanity meets technology. Today's episode: How to Create Your Own Custom GPT. Hi, welcome to My AI and I. Today I thought I would do a quick tutorial on how to create a GPT, what they are, that kind of thing. This is actually on the web page. I do have the app as well that is in Mac OS, so you can download it as an app, or you can just open it on your web, your whatever browser you're using. And so, for those of you that don't know what they are or how they work, you can just go over here to the side. You see here it says Explore GPTs. And then when you do that, it doesn't work as far as I know, in the app. So you have to be on the web page. And so what GPTs are is there, you can see it says discover and create custom versions of ChatGPT that combine instructions, extra knowledge, and any combination of skills. So you can look through here. There's a whole bunch already that exist. But if you had the want or need, or for whatever reason just want to create your own, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on, and you can see here there's all kinds of stuff. And like I said, all you have to do is you just come over here and right here explore GPTs, and when you click that, that's when you will get this come up, and then you can search through, and as you can see there's all kinds of stuff, right? These different GPTs that have been built by other people and shared, which is really cool, right? Because you can do, you don't have to reinvent the wheel if it's something that's already out there. So I just wanted to show you how to make one real quick in case y'all don't know or somebody doesn't know. This is just a simple, little tutorial. So here's my GPTs, which is what you would already have if you had created some, and this is the create button. This is what you see. So there's create over here, which you can kind of do it by just talking to it, or you can configure it. And what I do, because I'm super lazy, is I say, hey, Navi, I want to make as you can see, we were chatting a little bit about it earlier. I want to make an entertainment buddy GBT. Can you give me all the information I need to create that new GPT, please? So basically, this one already look. So this one already. So ChatGPT already knows how to create, right, custom GPTs. So I'm gonna just move this off the screen real quick. So you can basically just, oh, whoops, that's something else that's something completely else I did earlier, I guess. Here, let me delete that. Anyway, so ChatGPT already knows how to create it. So what you can just say is, hey, I want to create a custom GPT that does something specifically. And then you tell it what it is that you want. So what we're building right now is a recommendation GPT that basically, like, if you don't know what movie or TV show you want to watch, you would just ask it. So this is just something random that you can, that I'm just making for the purpose of you guys being able to see how this is done. So as I'm clicking here, so Navi has all the information already in here and knows everything that should go in here. So I'm just copy and pasting from the app. And of course you could just open two web pages of ChatGPT and have one, at this screen, and have the other one doing what I'm doing in the app. But this way I'm just not having to flip back and forth between two. So when you do the recommend these conversation starters, basically what it is just, it's like once the GPT is created, that's something that you could have in there that comes up as a box that's already pre-populated. So if you knew you were going to ask it the same thing over and over and over again, you could make that, so something that was a conversation starter. Um, this is just, random. Like I said, this is just me making up something. I actually, and I talked about this in another episode. I asked ChatGPT to give me an like a suggestion or recommendation for. Sorry, I'm trying to copy and paste here. Um, a recommendation for music, and it came up with like this great idea. So there's no special tools needed, so it doesn't need, so we don't need to upload any knowledge to it. Um, I mean, you could if you wanted to upload a file that says something like, I mean, in this scenario, if you wanted to upload a file that said something like, a text file that said, I love these movies, I hate these movies, then that would be something that GPT would know. And that's the other thing, like this whole upload files thing is if you were making something that was specific to you, um, whatever the case may be, and you had files that would help the GPT understand what it was you were looking for, you could upload that. So in this scenario, if you had a list of, 20 things you loved and 20 things you hated, you could put it in there and then it would know, okay, I'm not going to recommend something to you that, is similar to what you don't like, or recommend something to you that, I will, try to find something that kind of follows this other idea or whatever. So then over here, the capabilities, you just have to ask it like, does it need, right? So over here, it's like, is there no special tools needed? So this is just pure text power, right? So, okay. So normally over here, you can see on the side, it says for image generation. By the way, that's the new image generator. So that's awesome. It's not showing doll E anymore, which I really didn't like. There's Canvas, and then there's web search, and then code interpreter. So if you were building a GPT that needed to analyze, your homework, like Python or something, you would definitely want to click on code interpreter and data analysis. Or if it was data analysis, like say you wanted it to research certain stocks or something, you're definitely going to want to click on that so that it could help you do that kind of thing. Anyway, and so there's no new action that we need. I'm just leaving this here because I don't care. And then we're going to hit create. So there's a bunch of different things. Anyone with a link in the GPT store. So those ones I showed you earlier, those were people that had created them and then stuck them in the GPT store. Anyone with a link, and then only me. I always choose only me, and there's a reason because anyone with the link, if somebody stumbled across it, they would have the link to your GPT. And so that's not something that I want. So here's the actual, you can copy this. What I do for myself, even though it's on the side now, is I usually copy it and I stick it in a Google Doc with all my other ones. So here's my brand new GPT that I have built via Navi. So what do we want? Yeah. Hi, so can I get a movie maybe from the 70s that's like a psychological thriller? I don't want to be freaked out or scared, but I don't want to be bored, so edge of my seat. Um, Based outside of the United States and really good ratings. Maybe something that is a sleeper or something that a lot of people don't know about. I don't know. Throw something at me. So obviously, I just make up this weird. Oh, I love this. Very cool. Edge of your seat, psychological, da da da, not American, da da da. Oh, here we go. So then it's coming up with all these ideas. Here's hidden gems I think you'll vibe with. The Night Porter, dark, psychological, super tense, etc. Lost Honor of Katharina Bloom. Oh, Germany. Okay. Um, yeah, sure. Drop me a couple more. Let's see what you got. The Tenant. Ooh. Okay. Celine and Julie go boating. Investigation of a citizen above suspicion. Okay, so let's try. Okay, hey, so now I want you to pick a movie that is like all time favorites for millennials, an all time favorite for Gen X, and an all time favorite for Boomer, and an all time favorite for Gen Z. Let's see what you got. Right, so we've got just about everybody there. Let's see. Spider Man Into the Spider Verse. Millennials, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Oh, look, Y, and then a bonus. Boomers, The Godfather. Oh, did I forget Gen X? Okay. I forgot myself. That's pretty normal, right? Gen X, we always get left out. I forgot to add myself in. Okay, so Pulp Fiction, yeah. Yeah, let's do an honorable mention and don't forget Gen X. Right on. Okay, so honorable mention, Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was a good movie. Honorable mention, Lord of the Rings, Breakfast Club, Casablanca. Quick recap. That was nice. So anyway, this is how it works. It's easy. These are super easy to make, and like I said, this is super generic, but you could set them up to do whatever you want them to do, right? So if you have examples of things or knowledge that you want to give it, and then give it the instruction, and you can also, like I said, you can have ChatGPT actually help you create all the instructions, what the conversation starters could be, the whole 9 yards, and boom. So it's not rocket science. I thought this was a complete enigma. I was like, I have no idea how to make one of these. And then I saw someone who was training on to do this. Someone was nice enough. His name is Jonathan Mast. I'm in one of his Facebook groups, and he was like, "Hey, this is how you do this." And I was like, "Wow, that was insanely easy." I just, for some reason, I was thinking this was going to be really complicated, and I have a ton of these now, and I use them for different things, and so you now have your guide if you want. So I hope you enjoyed this short lesson and enjoy yourselves. Have a great day. Thanks for joining my AI and I podcast. Hey everyone, if you liked this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Thank you.